know, every night in the main dining room is a good night. At least that's how Poppy and I feel. You can see how beautiful the main dining room is. And from here I'm on the mid deck. The main dining room is typically three stories high. And so this is just a peek from the middle. And if you look below, you can see that there's people there eating. And this is a breakfast service, and you can tell that it's not too crowded. It's very relaxed, and it's very nice. And if you're on the Navigator of the Seas, take a look for Peter Pan. I know that's not Peter Pan. We saw somebody else mention that, hey, that looks like Peter Pan. Sure, it does look like Peter Pan. But Poppy and I really enjoy going to the main dining room. Our grandkids live across the street from us. Our whole family is over all the time. And so we're constantly, hosting other people. So we really enjoy that relaxed atmosphere. Here is what the Windjammer looks like at the same time that we were taking this. And this is breakfast service. And the food here is really good. And you have a huge selection, right? So pancakes, waffles, eggs of all kinds of fruits, salads, so many different types of food. So if you have a picky eater, if you're with children, if you want a quick grab and go, this is a fantastic place to eat. But when we're on vacation, we really like to slow down and, kind of ease into our day, have a nice leisurely breakfast, and not really fight all the crowds. So I just wanted to show you kind of why we personally really enjoy eating at the main dining room for all of our meals, when it's open. It's not always open for breakfast, or it's not always open for lunch, but you can typically find that. And if it isn't, we'll grab something at the Promenade Cafe, or maybe send one of us up to the Windjammer to grab something and then meet somewhere else. Now, here's the welcome aboard menu. This was on night 1 of our cruise. And so with the new Royal Caribbean menus, they always have chef's recommendations up at the start. And so this is almost like kind of an American classic type of meal. So a good example of all the things they have, and they always have the premium selections. That was your welcome aboard menu. Here is night 2, which was Mexican night. It was a taste of Mexico. And so you can see all of the different options here as well. The starters, the main courses, that pulled pork enchilada was fantastic. Take a look at our video just on Mexican night. Third night on our cruise was a taste of the Caribbean, and this was really fun and a very flavorful meal. We also have a video out there just on this specific meal, and always the premiums. And then for our last night, it was a taste of Italy. And so you can see, again, chef's recommendations, which is really nice. And Poppy decided to go with the chef recommendations for nights 2, 3, and 4. And we took videos on night 1 for the welcome aboard menu, but we're new to this. So we didn't have any sound whatsoever. So it would have been just kind of like this. Maybe I could do a voiceover. But anyway, let us tell you our opinions.
Okay. Well, so we just finished our last meal in the main dining room from our 4-night cruise with the new Royal menu. Poppy, what do you think?
I really liked it. I thought it really sped up service. There's a couple options, that, from the old menu that I would have liked, but overall, I thought they kept most of the good stuff, and I liked the themes. For the last 3 nights of the cruise, I just always selected the chef specials, so went with whatever the theme was, and I liked the variety. So I personally was a fan of the sped up service and the new variety.
Yeah, he was actually trying things he probably wouldn't have ordered otherwise once he just kind of went with the chef's recommendations.
True, I had a lot less steak,
Yeah, a lot less meat.
a lot less meat. I had a lot more fish and different items.
I too had more fish than I normally do, and I love fish. I love being healthy and eating well, but for some reason, when I get on a cruise ship, kind of some of that just goes out the window. But it was good. The service, I would say, probably took maybe like
Yeah.
an hour 15-ish each
Right.
night, which is great. It's definitely much faster than it has been in the
I
past.
feel in the past it's been closer to 2 hours sometimes. So I think that they've really sped up the service.
And I think the quality of food was really good.
Yes.
So you have less options, but I think the quality of each of those options is delicious. Do I wish they had escargot all 4 nights? Of course I do. But I enjoyed them the first 2 nights, knowing I wasn't getting them on night 3 and night 4. And so that was dinners. Lunches, we had 2 lunches there. And I think they were both pretty good. I had a burger and a chicken sandwich, and we shared those. And today I had the steak and fries, the steak frites, and
Right.
you had the cod, which you really
I had
enjoyed.
the cod, yeah.
And more fish. I want beef.
And it was good.
I think the only disappointing thing for me, we went for breakfast once, and I forgot to film. We were talking to the people next to us, which was fine because I was very disappointed. Like I love eggs Benedict. It's my favorite breakfast. I look forward to having eggs Benedict when I get on a cruise ship. And the eggs were hard, and you just get into that.
Gotta have runny
yolk.
eggs.
Yeah, you got to have that runny yolk, and I didn't have it, and so today.
And it wasn't just yours; it was
the person next to us.
The people that were talking to us, keeping us from filming, making us forget to film. Not that they were keeping us from it. They also had eggs Benedict, and it was very hard.
Yeah. So today they were open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was a sea day, but we opted to forgo breakfast first of all, and just went for lunch. But I just didn't want to be disappointed again. Maybe on the next cruise I'll give it another shot, and hopefully it's better. We never ate at the Windjammer, but I did walk through the Windjammer one time, and I will. You'll see a video of that probably either before this talk or after this talk. I'll put it in there so you can see just how crowded the Windjammer is. I think if I had kids, if I just needed something quick, definitely. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the food at the Windjammer. I just really prefer the slower pace, a little bit more attention, and I don't need that big of a selection. Right. And I don't like the crowds. Like we're not big fans of crowds.
And anymore, it's just so expensive to eat out at home that we really don't even eat out that much at home. So it's kind of a luxury when we're cruising and just taking our time to take a little bit of time and have a meal and have a nicer meal. And so we like that better. And especially where our room is this time, being on 3, there's a place called the Cafe Promenade. And that serves little bites. So a couple times we've just gone up there and grabbed an item or two, and take that over going and standing in the lines and dealing with more people at the Windjammer.
Yeah. It's quick and easy. Quick to get coffee in the morning if you don't do the room service.
Right.
So, but overall, main dining room.
Yeah, I approve. I thought they did a really good job.
2 thumbs up. All right. So we'll see you guys maybe in the main dining room. Take a look for us. Bye. Ciao. Italian night.